Now I want to move on. Well, I don't really want to move on to talking about bikes. I get good bikes, I ride them, and I don't really think about it. But no, well, for you, I think there's a massive difference in that every millisecond counts. So you're gonna be working out where you can save any tiny fraction of time. So I'm going to switch off now, and you can talk about.
I'm not very good at talking about them.
Talk us through the bike that you rode. You're winning one.
Obviously, this is the bike that I rode at World Champs, and it's on the wall in the living room now. So it couldn't be here tonight. But no, like the bike I rode at World Champs in Chambéry was pretty much the same bike I rode all year. I didn't really change too much. Like a lot of people change their bar heights and change around because Chambéry was such a different track. But I didn't really change much, and that's it now. Like pretty much you can go out and buy that bike now. So. Cheers.
It seems like the progression of downhill bikes is kind of really slowed down. There's only tiny minor changes.
Yeah, everybody's going carbon and stuff like that. And Giant obviously haven't gone carbon yet, and we've just changed the geometry and stuff on the bike that's in production because we felt we could make it better, and you can now go out and buy the bike I was riding. And I've changed my bike a little bit this year with different mechanic. Not changed the frame, but just tried to mature a little bit and get away from the really low bars, and because it's just like the new school, and I just tried to change it up a little bit. And my mechanic now is working really hard with me. We're out in Italy testing all the time and up in the mountains.
So what sort of things are you testing?
Suspension, pretty much, that's it, and tyre setup and wheels, and suspension, tyres and wheels is pretty much it.
What tyres did you use for the Chambéry one?
Schwalbe.
Were they ones that you just chucked away off? I heard that they were only suitable for like a 5-minute run and then actually, I think really environmental. I'm not really, yeah.
No, it's a spike tyre, now you could go and ride it for as long as you wanted.
Okay, but it's just a re-room then. What other stuff's going on in this suspension?
I like the tyre, that's my suit.
Okay, and what about SPDs or flat pedals?
Again, when I was riding in France, I was on flat pedals when I hurt myself. Which was the first time I've really ever rode flat pedals on a downhill bike, but that's not why, but yeah, I think it's each their own. Like, Brooke McDonald won the not the first World Cup on flats, but the first one in a long time this year, so it proves that it can be done, and there's a lot of people who've changed to clips, and in all honesty, I think it's just personal preference. I don't ride flats because I like to think I'm quite a strong pedaler, and I like to be as efficient as I can, and I think you can be more efficient clipped in. So that's what I do.
Yeah, impressive SPDs as well. But I saw a tweet a couple of weeks ago from a bike journey, and they mentioned 29ers. Didn't mean to offend you there, but they reckon that they will see one on an enduro or downhill world something carpool champion. They reckon that 2013 you're going to be seeing this at world class level.
2013, that's quite soon.
Pretty soon, yeah.
I don't think you'll see it in 2013, but like maybe in the future when there's a bigger range of tyres, and everyone has this debate, and I'll just walk away. But yeah, cross country, you go to a cross country World Cup now, there's not 126 inch rider on the podium. Everyone's on 29ers, and obviously it must be good for them, so who knows, it might be really good for downhill, but I've not been there to try it yet.
So you haven't actually tried it?
No, I've never rode a 29.
Is that something that you don't want to maybe just try just to see, and then...
I think next year I'll probably have a 29 cross country bike. I'm Giant.
Yeah.
So, it's been forced upon me.
No, it's good to find new things, and then...
Yeah, I guess it is. Just for training, it can't be too bad. I mean, everybody, like I said, all cross country riders are riding them, so it must be good.
Yeah, it's cool, it's really it. Right, and then finally I want to talk about adventure, right? Because we're at the Buxton Adventure Festival, and obviously you get to travel all around the world. You get to go to crazy mountain ranges and crazy landscapes, meet all sorts of people. How much time do you take to enjoy new locations? Or do you just so focused on the race that...
The thing is, when we go to these World Cups, everyone thinks, oh, it must be great travelling the world and doing all this stuff, seeing all these places. You go there and you see the hotel and the pits. And I used to be like, oh, everyone says all this so that they don't see anything, and like, making out that it's hard. It's not hard, but you don't see what everyone thinks that you see. Like, that picture there is 10 minutes from my house. That's no special, you know. So, yeah, it's nice. I think that. But no, you do. Like, I have travelled and I have seen a lot of places. I did, like I said, I did a month in New Zealand and seen some great places. And I just want to go around my bike wherever, you know. And Whistler, France, all these places are great for riding. And that's why everybody goes there. So. Yeah, you see quite a lot. Yeah.
So for you, it's all about the racing and the riding.
Yeah, when you go to a World Cup, then you don't really get much chance to go around and see the sights. So.
What about partying? Like, previously, Downhill had a really strong party scene. Like, everyone's convinced that you guys are doing all sorts. But
yeah, there's always an after party after World Cups and stuff, and it can get pretty messy. But yeah, it takes so long to recover from getting totally drunk, so it's a risk people take, and maybe they don't think it's making any difference to them, but if you're going out and training hard all week and then you go and boozing it up on Sunday night, then I can't say I've never done it, but I try not to when I'm at a local.
Cool, and Downhill as a sport itself seems to be very defined by its racing, but there's a bit of a blurred line between that and general free riding. You've got Red Bull Rampage, which is obviously a competition, and then you've got Weather Trail End, which we're about to watch, which is just about what you can do on a bike in really extreme conditions and big mountains and stuff. And I just wondered if you feel like there's a spirit to the sport that actually is over and above getting race results.
I think downhill now is coming to it's more science, there's a lot more science behind it, there's a lot more, like, it's not so easy just to go out and party and then go racing next weekend, I don't think. So now I think there's a lot of science behind it, like I'm in the lab doing fitness tests and doing quite a lot of stuff on that side and using power meters, and it's getting quite scientific, and I think it's good for the sport really. And it's like cross country, it's an Olympic sport, and everybody, that's obviously they get most of the funding and all this, but I think downhill is catching up with the science behind it, and I think that's quite a good, it's a good place for the sport to be going. And this free ride stuff is just, it's just crazy. They don't have any value for their own lives.
I'm sure people say that when they see you riding as well. They must be riding within some sort of limit that they've set for themselves.
A bit more calculated than what some of them do.
I don't know. So how often do you actually go out and just enjoy riding your bike? So forget about racing, forget about training, and just loving it?
Yeah, when I'm at home I go ride whether it's rain or shine, and if there's 2 or 3 of you, then you can't beat doing runs, just on your bikes in the van going up and doing runs, and you're just like working off each other and laughing as you're riding, and that's pretty much every week at times, whether it be the mountain bike or the motorbike or the cross country bike or the road bike. If there's a few of you, then it's great. And yeah, I go to Hamster all the time and just ride for fun. When I go sometimes midweek and have not a secret session or anything like that, I just go and do time runs, and that's when you do it just for like the benefits of it, and that's good. You try and change your bike and try different things, but like on the weekend when I go riding, it's just to go ride with friends.
Cool, and I think that's what most people here in the audience will really relate to, and that's enough from me.